and pick up a first down, keep the sticks moving.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now a play fake here on 1st down. He's going to let this one go deep. And this is taken in at the 5. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. DJ Moore, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Panthers are going to take a first-quarter lead. And we'll see if this rain affects the team's decisions going forward, but they kick it here, and it's good. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Jackson now to return. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Winston and the Bucs take over now 1st and 10 at their own 26. Here's Ronald Jones, first carry for the USC man. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. The stop for no gain brings up 2nd and 10 from the 20. On 2nd down, it's Jones. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. Call it about a gain of 3, and they'll be looking at a 3rd and 7 coming up.
Sometimes your philosophies get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a 3rd and long at the outset of this drive. On 3rd down, Winston. He finds Humphries. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. A Buccaneer first down as Winston hooks up with Humphries.
Let's go now.
Now a first down carry by Jones. Now Jones is hit. He lost the football.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. On play action, Winston. Incomplete. He was looking for Chris Godwin that time. And it's 3rd down.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Winston. And this is caught by Jackson. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. That one goes for 24 yards. So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 41. They go back to the ground with Jones. And they went the wrong way there, losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play, and it'll be 2nd and 12. Winston. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. His first catch, good for 14 there and a first down.
I don't believe that this opening drive is surprising to either one of us after the time we spent with the coaching staff and players prior to the game. What about you?
Absolutely. Not only that, but that big article in the paper this morning about their philosophy on starting games like you're shot out of a cannon, and that's what they've done. Very methodical here on this first drive.
Yeah, so many teams talk about that fast start. We're actually seeing it happen right here in front of us.
But now the kicker. Can they cap it off by putting the ball in the end zone?
Let's go, let's convert, let's convert, let's convert.
Second down, Winston. He sets up the screen to Jones. And down inside the 15 he goes. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially those pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams against good pass rushing teams, they want to run the screen.
Now Howard stripped. He lost the football. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. Second and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. They'll pitch it out to Jones. A 5-yard gain, and now they're set up first and goal.
And that's how you pick up a first down. Those shoulders went from parallel to square, and then he brought force with him to finish that run. Oh, that's impressive.
And we saw a lot of that a week ago when he got the NFC Offensive Player of the Week award. They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. Back now with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's the Bucs in possession of the football as we begin the second quarter. And they'll come up looking to keep this drive moving. Second and goal from the 1. They'll try and run it in with Jones. And the avenue collapsed for him as he's going to be held up short of the goal line. They hold him again, and now all of a sudden it's third and goal at the 1. They'll look to make it 3 for 3 on third down conversions. They need a yard here. Here's Jones. And he's in. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Ronald Jones, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Buccaneers are an extra point away from tying up this football game. A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good. And we are tied at 7. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. This is taken at the 3. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Carolina getting set to take the field. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense getting the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
So Newton and the Panthers come up now first and 10, right at the 30. To throw is Newton. Taking a shot for Samuel. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Ball on the 30 as they come up second and 10. This is Newton off the play fake to McCaffrey. This one complete to Devin Funchess. First target, first catch, and a first down.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the...
And he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers. DJ Moore, 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And his guys are able to strike for 6. And the defensive there, that was a battle. He just made a really nice play.
A really nice play, making sure his body position was correct. And how about the throw? Zipped it in there.
And it results in the touchdown. Extra point try, good by Gano. And that makes the score 14-7. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Now the Buccaneers offensive unit back out on the field. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Play fake. Winston. There's the Penn State man. It's Chris Godwin. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 23 yards on the play.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. The give is to Jones. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
So if you've been playing defense in this one, there's a little bit of the good and some bad, because they did give up the touchdown run to him earlier, but shut it down otherwise.
Outside of that, you're exactly right. I would say they've contained him very well. A give to Jones. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. From the gun, Winston. Bringing it in, Jackson left side. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. At 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue. Well, they don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. They'll run it now out of the gun. They find some open field here. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. It'll be a 5-yard pickup there, and it will take us to the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes to go here in the first half. We'll come back to Tampa after this timeout. And they try to sweep to Jones. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively, because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuck that one behind the line of scrimmage.
It's caught by Jackson. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks.
Let's go now.
Here's a give to Jones running left. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker, and what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. Now a second down throw for Winston. Left side here, that's complete to Godwin. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
The Bucs on third down. No problems to this point. A perfect 5 for 5. This will be 3rd and 6. Winston. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left. So they won't get a touchdown, but here's a chance to at least get 3 to end the first half. From the left hash, it's a 36-yard attempt. And it bangs off the right upright, no good. And this score will stay right where it is. And no mistaking that sound. It reverberated through the whole stadium.
And it's the sound, Brandon, no kicker wants to hear. It looked like he had it on target the whole way, but the upright said,
Likely time for one final snap as they start out 1st and 10. They go play action here on 1st down. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. A final shot before the break. Newton going back to Moore. This time he's got him complete. There you have it. Halftime quickly over. 3rd quarter, here we go. So we come upon halftime. Intermission here with the visiting Panthers taking the lead to the locker room. Jackson now to return. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Out come the Buccaneers. They'll have it first to start in the 3rd quarter. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. Now Jameis on 2nd down. Over the middle, he finds Godwin complete. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. Winston to Godwin on the connection there for a Tampa Bay first.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
They go play action. Winston. Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. K1 Short coming up the middle. Gets him there for a loss of about 9. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Working out of the gun. Winston. Texans got it over the middle. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one goes for 24 yards. So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
50.
Winston now. Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. It's the Pro Bowler Luke Kuechly that picks it. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
So a loss of 5, and it'll be second down.
There you go. Hey, get right down.
To throw on second down is Newton. Looking for Funchess, but it's intercepted. He's picked off at his own 46. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line. How about the big boys snagging one? You don't see that every week.
No, you don't, but a lot of them are just reliving their old dreams, going back to when they were in youth football and in high school. They didn't always play defensive line. Some of them actually handled the football, and you can see the flashback when he grabbed that one.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
They'll roll him out right. And his throw here's incomplete. He was trying to find O.J. Howard, and that takes us from second to third down. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by James Bradbury. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
They'll try to get the running game going with McCaffrey. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
Newton now to throw. Quick slant, caught by Moore. They got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets him a new set of downs. And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, I'll strip away everything else and get to what we call the moment of truth. When the ball's arriving and there's a defender there, he just comes down with the ball. He competes and takes it away. Great hands, great ability to finish the catch.
Funchess with a catch over the middle. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
When you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
An incomplete pass on second down leads us to 3rd and inches. They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
I always appreciate runners who understand situations. That was just 3rd and inches. No reason to dance around in the backfield and try and break off a bigger play. Just go pick up the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
Here we go.
Now a play fake here on first down. Being chased out left. That's caught. It's Thomas. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. A good pickup there of 22. From the gun, here's Newton. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off by Quan Alexander. Past the 10 to the 11-yard line, and that's where the return stops.
This interception will go on the record of the quarterback, but as a receiver, you've got to understand where you are in the field. Middle portion, you know it's going to come in hot. Square your body to the quarterback and be ready to make the catch.
Winston and the Bucs take over now, 1st and 10 at their own 11. They'll start out on the ground with Jones. And he's going to lose yardage here back at the 8. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
I think it's pretty evident we can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. Back now in Tampa. It's Buccaneer football, but they've got work to do. They find themselves behind here to start the 4th quarter. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And this one is incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. Taking it about the 36. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And the Panthers will take over in terrific field position. The Panthers offense here, they get ready to head back on the field. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a real
touchdown, Carolina. DJ Moore with his 3rd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Panthers are able to grow their lead.
And this is obviously quite a performance. And most of the time when we talk about someone putting a team on their back, I think we're talking about a guy who runs the football. In this case, it's a guy out wide catching it, and he's done exactly that, truly leading his team right now towards victory.
3 touchdown catches. He's been the headliner. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the inline. And the Buccaneers getting ready to go as they take the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. They're throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. Line of scrimmage, again, the 25, 2nd and 10. Throwing again, Winston on 2nd and 10. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete. Big O.J. Howard, his intended target. And now it's third down.
Hey, let's get a conversion.
From the shotgun, it's Winston. This is caught by Jackson. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A big third down conversion with a gain of 28. They'll throw again. Winston. And that's off the mark, incomplete.
Okay, I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
Yeah, fourth quarter. Maybe you do start to watch as the arm there, the leg's still there. This has been a tough game. On second down, Winston again. On the crossing route, complete. That's Jackson. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. He has a first down, and that catch will also put him over 100 yards receiving now on the afternoon. So first and 10 now from the 30. Jameis now on first down. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at second down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on first and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
Second down, Winston. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. K1 short. Continuing to fight downfield. The big tackle gets him for a loss of 11. Winston needing a big play after the sack as he leads the Bucs up on third and long. To throw is Winston. Now he's going to throw deep back over the... And, oh, Jameis intercepted a third time. Picked off inside the 10. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. They start on the ground with McCaffrey. And some room to work. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first. Got to figure now after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
Now it's Newton. Shakes off the side, but he can't get away forever, and down he goes. Gerald McCoy. Never giving up. He's able to keep working and get him for a loss of 12. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on second down. Newton going to hand it off to McCaffrey. And they'll blow that one up back at the 16-yard line. He lost 2 there, and it's third down.
And this is an absolutely big third down that's been set up here, partner, and there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here if they have any hopes of winning this game.
Has to. You said big third down. I'd put the word big in capital letters here. Third and long. It's Newton. He's got a man on the crossing route. That's Moore. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. An incredible play there. They do get big yardage, but they're still stopped a yard or two short, and it's fourth down. Anger is on to punt, and he gets this one away. And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin them back. Now the Buccaneer offense set to take over again. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because there's confidence.
The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down.
I know there'll be a little bit of criticism there because they went right back to the air after the huge pickup and end up getting sacked. That's often a play that you make. You feel like you've got momentum on your side.
Unfortunately, the O-line failed to hold up to try to keep that momentum going. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. From the gun, Winston. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off at the 24, and he will score. Touchdown, Panthers. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them to the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
Gano now to add the extra point. Gano the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. So out come the Bucs now. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in a game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Play action now, Winston. Throw right side, taken in by Godwin. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
Let's go now.
A first down throw for Winston. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. A second down throw for Winston. And my goodness, another interception. Dante Jackson picks it, and they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it, and that's where he is.
And look at this. Cam Newton intercepted a 3rd time. It's Desmond Trufant. And he will take this all the way up past the 40-yard line.
Brandon, these quarterbacks have their hands full all afternoon long, but they finally get a measure of revenge as he gets himself in a nice spot. He's able to get 2 hands on the football and pick it off.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10.
Hey, sub. Let's go. Watch for the foul, guys.
Following the interception, Winston. He's going to let it fly. And now here is another interception. Picked up by James Bradbury. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And now running right through it. And that will write a finish to this ball game. Well, Charles, the forecast called for rain throughout the entire game, and we got rain throughout the entire game. But these two teams, they had fun getting dirty out there. They love this.
If the squad ain't with me, then it ain't right. Yeah. Hey. Oh, whoa, whoa, whoa. Yeah. Hey. Yeah. Hey. 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 Same squad, same squad, same squad. Drop top, coupe, Dodge, Range drops. Big bang plays.